Hello, good morning, YGG community, and anybody else tuning in. It's great to be back here again, and we have, as you can see, a very exciting game joining us again. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with Raven Quest, but they've just launched Raven Idol now, which is their idle version of the game for people that might not have too much time to dive in. So we've got a lot of lovely guests here to talk about the game. So let me bring them on. We've got Welsh here and Louise, as well as Bunny, all from the Raven Quest team. So guys, what's going on? How are you?
Good, doing well. Yeah, thanks for having us. We're stoked to be here. Yeah, like Fallen mentioned, we are all part of the Tavern Light Games team. We're here for the Raven Quest launch, and now our second title in the Quest ecosystem, Raven Idol. So stoked to be here. Thanks for having us.
Hello, guys. Thank you for having us. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Luis. I am the marketing analyst at Stavelage Games, the producer of Raven Quest and Raven Idol. Thank you.
Hey, good morning. I'm Bunny. I work with marketing and I do all of the socials and some content creation. Nice to meet you.
Yes, thanks so much, guys, for joining on such short notice. I'm sure, as all you guys know, Web3 can be pretty busy, especially with everything that's happening right now. Where we're having various games and stuff say that they can join, and then they have got to pull out last second. So you know how it goes. Launching stuff is crazy, right?
Hey, Web3 gaming is a wild, wild world. Yeah, like our studio is traditionally like a Web2 studio. Our CEO, his name is Nick, aka Niter, started the studio nearly over a decade ago. And yeah, Web3 has been a much different thing for us, but that's what excites us about Raven Idol is it is like a really good product fit for Web3 compared to Raven Quest, being like such a massive game with a huge gameplay loop. Raven Idol is a very, very solid game where you can play 5 minutes a day, play while scrolling Twitter, play while at work, whatever you're doing. So yeah, it's a game we're stoked to bring to Web3, and the market has enjoyed it so far. So it's been good.
Yeah, it's extremely exciting to see you guys back here again. You guys showcased your game a little bit. I think it was probably at the beginning of the year with us, and the community loved it. I see you guys are having like a ton of daily active users. The game itself's doing really good. So why an idle game? Why switch into an idle game?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think that again, like it's the product market fit for Web3. Like we were super stoked on Raven Quest. Like obviously, it's been a passion project of like the dev team for a super long time. And then yeah, like Web3 was always asking like, oh, we want like a great game, a great content-rich game in Web3, and then like we brought that, and like that's what we were very excited about. And then people are more so like, oh, well, actually, I just kind of want like a quick gameplay loop, like pretty easy earning potential, like something that's like low barrier to entry and not like a ton of like ton of learning. And then Raven Idol, Louise can probably go back on this a bit better, but it was actually a game we just built like in our Discord a long time ago. He can give you some more rundown on that, but it basically just ended up being it's like, hey, like Web3 does just want like a simple gameplay loop, something they can just like jump on and play, browser based, 5 minutes a day, seasonal approach, risk to earn, and we just kind of packaged all those things up, put them all into one big game. It still captures like the Raven Quest IP and like the beautiful world that we built, but it's just like a lot more approachable for new players and whatnot. But Luis can probably kind of go in on like when Raven Idol was actually built and like it just being like a simple Discord game to it being built out as what it is now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think it's because like one of the things that make us very different from traditional like Web3 games is like Matt mentioned it. We came from a Web2 background, so it's a lot of creativity that sometimes we cannot put everything in a single game. So the tendency is like we expanding our IP. This is like come from our core of bringing like a real game. And MMORPGs are a game that you have to grind, you have to spend a lot of time there. It's usually complex because you have a whole economic system only inside the game. You need to study, you need to do a lot of stuff to maintain healthy. And that is some of the things that on it is better to adapt to Web3 and some others that don't. But then we came with Raven Idol. I believe it was in 2023. While we were in like our developing phases, we usually had like pre-alphas, we have early phases, and people were like crazy wanting for us to like bring more. And MMORPG are games that usually take a lot of time. It is on all the genres games there is. MMORPGs are usually the one that have the most lead time to develop. So the developers came with like a simple Python game on Discord, and the community went crazy with it. Like they love it. They went spend like every single moment on their life, grinding it, sending to dungeons, and like the reception was like way better than what we initially thought. Like initially was like just a simple like run commands on Discord, and you put your character to run some dungeons and this kind of stuff. It was only basically that, and then the community loved it, and then we launched a Raven Quest, a lot of learning on that, and then we needed to focus on a lot of fixes, but then it came like, why not expand our EP, and why did not the first step be Raven Idol? A simple game we initially developed for Discord, but now we want to put it on browser because it's easy accessible for like the computer, for the phone, Telegram, you can play it anywhere. You can just set up like your character and you will be hunting all day. So just a 5 minutes, and it actually is a better fit for the Web3 scenario like we are having today, because like you mentioned, like MMORPG, you have to grind like, and we have a lot of players that grind all day. Literally, we have the average time we have on Raven Quest or player base is around 10 hours, but we have players that grind for like 16 to 20 hours. So we understand that the next step for the Quest ecosystem was expanding our EP, something that we wanted to do like since the early stages, but we focused a lot on developing Raven Quest, the rich game that is today. And then the first step is Raven Idol, and already like a good moment because soon we already have our third title, that is the Dragon Dane, but I cannot bring a lot of about it, but it's almost there. It's almost here.
almost got some leaks out of you there.
Almost.
Almost. But yeah, I was gonna say like Raven Quest had so much content, right? I played quite a bit of it as well, and the whole thing is again, you have two very distinct camps, not only in Web3 but just in Web2 in general, right? Like you have these very hardcore people that want to devote a lot of time and want to go and dive into these complex systems, but you also have these casual players that also want to feel like they're a part of something, and kind of get that dopamine hit, but they don't have as much time, right? I don't know, maybe they're on the train going to work or something, they have 30 minutes, right? They want to play the game, but they can't commit, hours to grinding out certain gear. So idle is definitely a fit. We know idle games here at YGG have always done extremely well with the broader community. And you mentioned that right now it's only based on browser, but are you guys thinking about bringing it to like the App Store or Google Play eventually so that it's even easier than having to log in on the browser?
Yeah, I mean, like that would definitely be great. Like Telegram would be another option. Like there's a few other ways we can do it, and then like Raven Quest still, like, we are planning to get like a mobile version of that as well, which would have just been on the Google Store to start. And Raven Idol, I'm sure that would be the goal as well. I'm actually not 100% sure if like that's like in the plans, but there are going to be many more seasons of Raven Idol. And yeah, I think Google Play Store would be like the first step. And then Apple Store is a little bit more difficult, but get there eventually for sure.
Yeah, excellent. Bunny, what do you think about all of this as, the community kind of social person, social facing? How's the community feeling about this, the broader Raven Quest community? Has it pulled in a lot of new players? Have a lot of these hardcore players embraced the idle portion as well?
Yeah, we definitely have.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Bunny.
No, I was just going to say, like, seeing on socials, like, we have so many of both. Like, there are so many people that are messaging us on socials because they aren't familiar with the Raven Quest lore and the Raven Quest gameplay already, but they just got into Idle, and now they're curious. They're like, well, wait, I want to learn more about Raven Quest now. And even some people that just want to play Raven Idle because, it's an idle game, it's easy, it's accessible. And then, if you go on Twitch and watch our creators, they're playing Raven Quest, but they have Raven Idol up in the corner because, they can just let their character make progress while they're playing the actual Raven Quest game.
Excellent.
And we saw like a lot of type of players, like even new players, players that actually returning to the game because of Raven Idol. We are now actually we are over like 100k idols already, almost like 110k already, and then the pool itself is like a growing one, and we already surpasses almost like 115k on the growing pool, and that shows like we are getting like a lot of different players. We have the main players that are playing Raven Quest, the min max ones. They're trying different builds. They're exploring new stuffs. They are definitely in the game. But we also have those players that didn't have time to explore a lot of Raven Quest because like work, like we're already talking about. And we are actually getting like new players that are first experience the Quest universe through Raven Idol and are starting to play Raven Quest now. So you're getting like very different type of players.
Okay, well, I have a brand new fresh account, so I'd love to pull that up now, and maybe we can get some tips and tricks for. I already see in our community there's actually a bunch of people that are already playing. I think one of our guys here, is that you, Johnny? Johnny is already showing off that he's level 25, so
Hey, let's go.
he's been grinding hard. Guys, make sure you fill out the form too that I dropped in the Discord there. The Raven Quest team is giving away 3 battle pass codes. So if you're already playing or just starting an account, start an account now during stream, put a picture into that form, and at the end we will be giving away some codes. So maybe you can snag yourself a free battle pass. But without further ado, let me pull up my screen here. This guy. So, like I said, brand new. We have our archetypes here. Louise, you want to run me through this?
Yeah, absolutely. We have 8 archetypes to start from Raven Idol. The 2 new ones will come like from the next season. Usually, you can choose between like magic, and like physical ones. Usually, in the early game, the physical ones performs a little bit better because you have more sustain, and that is like something that's really good for you on the early game. So I would definitely recommend for you starting like a warfare because you have damage and you have sustain, you have everything you need to like survive the early game phase, let's say like that. But in the end, it will different basically on your type of play. If you want to grind like more in area, since you can that on Raven Idol as well, or you want like a more healing build, it will take more time to hunt, but you can like be very sustaining on the gameplay. But I would definitely recommend to start as a warfare, but you don't have to be always there because on Raven Idol as well as on Raven Quest, you can change your archetype. Each one has its own level, so don't worry. I already changed like 2 times already, so yeah.
Excellent. Do you, Welsh, Bunny, do you guys have favorite archetypes?
For Idol, I do not, but I just always go with Wizardry because it's my favorite in Raven Quest, so I always go Wizardry. Witchcraft's always my favorite too. I kind of combine the 2 in Raven Quest, so I'll usually take Wizardry to start and then usually Witchcraft.
Bunny.
Yeah, I agree with Louise on this one. I definitely started with Warfare. It's definitely really good for beginners because of the sustain. So, you know, you're doing attacks but getting healed while you're attacking. So it's a really beginner friendly archetype in Idol.
Excellent. Well, let's run that. Cool. Now we are in. Let me just make sure that's showing. Yep, that's showing good. Okay, so what are we looking at here?
Yeah, now during like the early phases, you have like, and also when you have a new addition to systems, you have Vantage, your loyal companion like on Raven Quest and Raven Idol. He will teach you like basic stuff about the game. The first one is equipping your items. The second one is gathering, because it's necessary for you to like craft your items. So and all of these can be like AFK. Sometimes if you are at work, you can even like gathering items or hunting monsters. Since you are a warfare, your weapon is like metal base, so you go mining and then you go crafting like your first weapon that is going to be like the great axe.
And obviously right now everything's crafting super fast, but that's just because it's a tutorial. I'm assuming after a while a bunch of these take like hours or various times to...
Yeah, because since you like go AFK, you can grind for like 300, 3,000, 4,000 mines to level up your archetype and your profession.
Got it. So again, a lot of very similar mechanics to anybody that's familiar with idle games or even MMORPGs, right? I just leveled up there, so I gotta equip items, I gotta allocate skill points. I went with Might.
Exactly.
I'm assuming Might and Vitality are the go-to for this class.
Yes, absolutely. Like Might one is the definitely one. If you go like something like me, I am a paladin right now, so I go warfare, cleric, holy, and protection. So you want to like mighty, vitality, and a little bit of wisdom. There you can select your skill. Is basically like the same as Raven Quest. The tree is the same, while the skills are a little bit different. But yeah, is you can behave like if you play Raven Quest, you go jump right into it. But if you're new to Raven Quest and Raven Idol, the tutorial, the bandage can help you a lot to understand the skills.
Yeah, that being said, like, do you guys, before we even dive more, like, let's say after stream somebody's interested, do you guys have any tutorials or guides? Bunny, do you have any guides from any other streamers or yourself?
I haven't had a chance to make any yet, but we did share on our Twitter. We have a lot of creators who are making really good guides. So we are sharing them on our Twitter, and we also made a community content playlist on our YouTube. So anybody who's making YouTube tutorials, we are adding that. So when you go to the Raven Quest game YouTube channel, you'll see it's one of our featured playlists with any community member that made a Raven Idol tutorial recently.
Excellent.
I
So
just
there's
sent
going
you
to be
two
lots
in
of
the
content.
chat as well. There's one from Lou and one from Bucko. They're both like solid Raven Quest day ones, min maxers. They know the games really well. So Lou made one on YouTube and Bucko made a Twitter thread. So I shared both those links with you. Those two guys are super solid.
Perfect.
Awesome. And we do also have one in there in Tagalog and one in Turkish. So we do have some available for multiple communities, depending on your language.
Cool.
And of course, if you're a community like you're listening here, you're going to start to create material about Raven Idol, contact us, and then we can like promote your material on the socials. We can include on your YouTube.
Yeah. And then Raven Idol has its own Discord as well. So we have a full CM team working in there full time. So ask any questions in the Raven Idol Discord, and you'll get them answered quickly as well.
Yeah, you guys have always been really great and quick to reply, and your community too has been fantastic. So guys, if you're not in the Raven Quest Discord, definitely jump over there. I noticed here, and this is something you guys were talking about earlier. Do you want to just talk about the battle pass and the prize pool that you have going on?
Yeah, absolutely. Basically, the battle pass is the main thing that you can buy there, because you're gonna get rewards not only on Raven Idol but also in Raven Quest. So you're going to complete your daily activities, and then if you're a Land John, you get like 1 XP. Then you're going to complete, you get moon coins. You can buy energy juice and other stuff. Energy juice is basically so you can like boost your experience, your hunting, become more effective by the hour. And then you complete that, you get 2 points, and then you go to complete the game. If you click on achievements, you already completed some. Below battle pass on the left. Achievements just below battle pass.
Oh, there it
just
is,
click.
yeah.
Yes. If you can claim it by the one, but you can claim all to make it easier. And you just see that you got some leaderboard points right there. So basically, doing the game, playing the game, further improving your character, you get like leaderboard points. And if you go back to prize pool, that is a leaderboard that you get like a share of the pool. Down below you have like the current leader ones, but basically everyone that has a battle pass will get like a share of the prize pool. Of course, if you're higher in the leaderboard, you get like a better share for each. But basically, playing the game, you get points, completing achievements, like level up your archetype, your profession, and then you basically get more points. And the prize pool is a growing one for the season, where we are giving like 100% of our net revenue to the pool, and we are just going to distribute it there on the end of the season.
Yeah.
So 100% that comes from like battle passes, monkey coins, everything that you guys bought, and everyone in the community, the net revenue is going to the pool.
Yeah, all goes back to the players. That's something we wanted to add. It's been like everyone on Web3 is really like liking like that risk to earn model. So it's like pay the $12, that gets you to rank on the leaderboard and earn from that prize pool. That's your risk, and then the reward is quite large. The pool's already over 110k in quest rewards. So it's super exciting. It's a fun way. The community's all been super stoked on it. So it's something fun that we're trying.
Yeah, who doesn't love prize pools? And again, you know, $10 is a lot more accessible than some of the higher end NFTs, because I do know you guys have land NFTs as well, right? Which I'm not sure what's the going price right now, but I'm assuming it's a lot more than $10.
Yeah, for the bigger ones for sure. Those are kind of like the core staple NFT of the Quest ecosystem, and then yeah, they'll continue getting future utility and future titles. As Louise kind of leaked, Dragon's Den is the third title that's being worked on currently. So yeah, got more coming, and those lands will definitely find a use in those titles as well.
Now, so if you're a land holder, these are the benefits here.
Exactly.
Yeah, this was
You
just for
get-
season 1.
Yeah, exactly. You get like double the experience here from the battle pass, and when you complete it, you will get like the double amount of Raven packs from it. And Raven packs, you have like the NFTs and the non-NFTs in the battle pass.
Cool. I'm just running through here because even the idol, right? There's a lot going on. So
Yeah,
I'm-
it's hilarious. Like we build an idle game, and it's still like so content rich and like so much like strategic depth. Like it's still like a massive game. There's no doubt. But yeah, it was funny. Like our studio's over 70 people. It's a big team. And this was just kind of like, again, like Louise mentioned, it's just something we just like pumped out quick. We're like, hey, let's just like build out this idle game and just like put it out there and whatever. And then like as we started kind of like letting people test it, it was like, holy crap, like this game's nuts. Like this is like a full game. And we're like, oh, like really? Like this was just kind of like a little side project that we just wanted to like throw out there. But like our developers are like so good at what they do. So it was, they kind of just ran with it and crushed it.
yeah, I love how you're like, yeah, it's just gonna put together a small game, but it's you know, not to throw shade on any other Web3 developers, but this is a lot more fleshed out than some of the games that we've been approached by.
We appreciate it.
And like for tips on the gameplay, we always go like, it's similar to Raven Quest in the core. Do your daily missions. You go there to get like the battle pass rewards that will like boost a lot of gameplay with like the energy juice and the moon coins, and then gather items, craft items, and progress your character. Like there is a lot of stuff to do, but like daily you can just organize to between there. Like, oh, you go to work, you're in the train, put your character to go gathering materials. When you reach your work, put those materials to be crafted, then craft your equipment, improve it, infuse it, and then just go hunting more monsters and keep hunting monsters.
So essentially, this battle will just continue to go forever and ever.
Yeah, you can
Exactly.
see what you already got like in summary on the green light button on the right side. Yes, this is the items you already got. But if you want to end it, you can just end hunt on the left of it. Yes.
Cool, yeah, because I think one of my dailies here is to slay brigands, which is this one, right?
There
Yes,
we go.
exactly.
And then yeah, those ones are orange, so it's like a more of a battle. The green's super easy. Orange is a fair fight, and red is you got issues.
And right now you're battling one by one. But how you progress in the game, and depending on your build, you can like hunt like 2 or 3 monsters at once if you have like area skills, or if you want to focus on one more, let's go toward your gameplay.
Cool. So right now I've got one more point. So should I be grabbing another one of these skills?
Yeah, I go with guillotine. You have like a very good damage.
Excellent. And save
Yes.
that there. Now, will that automatically update here, or do I need to end the battle and then restart it?
Usually, it's better to always restart the battle with, but sometimes it's updatedly depending on how the battle was set. It can do, but I will always recommend like ending the battle and starting again if you made some changes.
Excellent.
And one that you can do, like you can pump like energy juice there, so you can like hunt more effectively. You might already have it.
Oh, that's
no,
what
you
this
don't.
that's by.
Oh, so.
Right, and then obviously I want to be gathering. I got to gather some logs. Oh, so you can't gather and be in combat at the same time.
Exactly. It's one activity per action, you can say like that. So, for example, if you're in the train, you can basically start gathering material. You reach work, your lunchtime, you put those material, you can craft more equipment. And then before reaching home, you can like put your character to hunt some monsters. So you can get more experience, more items to sell. And you also have a rare drop that is the trophies one.
Very cool. And I see there's some other gathering ones that aren't open here. You got fishing and herbalism.
All the professions. Woodcutting, number one.
Woodcutting's the
Today's
best.
actually just posted, right, Bunny?
Yeah, we did Woodcutting Wednesday. What level of woodcutting, or how many woodcutting achievements have you unlocked so far?
That's hilarious.
I'm
you know what's funny
kind of a
is
freak for woodcutting because in Raven Quest, right now I'm the number 8 woodcutter. I don't know. I just love woodcutting.
Wow.
Sorry, Matt.
it's
You were gonna
actually
say?
hilarious because I was gonna mention is I have some lands obviously in Raven Quest and like I'm do carpentry, so it's obviously a lot of wood already. And then I saw Bunny's tweet one time of like going for, I don't know, the top leaderboard spot for woodcutting, because on the Raven Quest website there's like leaderboards for all the different professions and stuff, and you can kind of see where you're ranking. And then once I saw that tweet, for some reason it just made me want to just like actually compete on it so bad, so I just started grinding woodcutting, but unfortunately I didn't really crack it. But like just seeing that, I was like, okay, now I have to go all in on woodcutting, and now I just have ever since.
Is there like a woodcutting mafia? Are people fighting for the best wood?
A little underground guild.
I don't have, so I made a guild, but it's a one-person guild. So I love the area called Glaceford. It's a snowy area with lots of trees. So my guild name is actually LOG, because I love woodcutting, and it stands for Lady of Glaceford.
Oh, nice.
Is that what you're going for in Idle as well? Are you aiming to be the top woodcutter?
Top woodcutter.
I'm not. No, actually. I'm doing a totally
Changing
different
up the
strategy
strat.
with Idle.
Oh.
Yeah. Options
And
are
to
endless,
be
fun to try
clear,
new stuff.
like we have players competing for basically everything in the game. If you go down the bottom, you see like leaderboards, and you see like people like on the level 1, they are like blacksmithing, the legacy type, the archetype. People like MMORPG players. We are generally very competitive. Must say like we, because I've been playing MMORPG for more than 15 years already, and then everything we like to compete in. Everywhere we like to compete. So I believe that is an essence that we brought from Raven Quest, because players there, they compete for everything, like arena, guild wars, MMORs, either rifts, professions, legacy levels, expeditions. We had like a lot. So yeah, I believe that is something we brought very successful.
Yeah, it's crazy. This guy's 82 carpentry somehow. Like you can see there's a fairly even spread, and then somehow this guy's just 82.
Yeah, we have some very hardcore players that stay at, like we have a lot of players. They it's something that on Raven Quest it was the essence. Like we want you to have freedom on what you want to explore, what you want to play, and there is some players that take that very serious. Like they focus on something, and they just forget about the rest of the game completely. They just want something. I had like a friend that plays his like the alphas, and he wants to be like the cookie one, like where everyone was level like 20, just starting cooking. He was like a top player, almost max level cooking. So yeah, we have some very competitive players.
That's always a good thing. I know here in YGG we have some crazy players. Like for a while there, we had some of the top parallel players. So I'm sure with an idle game, we'll start to see some people here. I'm looking in Discord, and we've got people flexing like
Let's go.
Denshao is already level 30. It looks like he's, what's that, a mage, Denshao? Johnny's 25. A bunch of people are already hopping in.
Love the
so...
grind. Appreciate it. If I'm curious, is there a chat in Discord?
Yeah. So in our AMA discussion channel, Welsh, Bunny, Louise, if you guys want to jump in there, you can see it. That's the one thing with Restream is it allows us to cast to YouTube, X, Facebook, and Twitch, but Discord, because you have so many channels, it doesn't let you. So we actually have our moderator Kenny manually casting over into our AMA channel, so that way we hit every social all at the same time.
Well, I'm curious to hear what the people are saying, what they're liking about the game, maybe some things they want changed for season 2, any input, any yeah, it'd be nice to hear what the people are saying.
Yeah, we actually have a question here from John KM from NXS. He's asking about the passives. So I'm assuming he's talking about the fact that there's passives in Raven Quest, but there's no passives in Idle.
Louise, I think you're on mute.
Sorry. Yes, definitely. For now, there is like a lot of things we didn't bring to Raven Idol yet, and for the next seasons, we want to bring. Like we have the new archetypes, we have the passives. There is like a lot of stuff that hasn't come yet, because we believe that we want to do like a core game working very well, no problems, and then from there, since it is a seasonal game, we want to bring more stuff every season, but we didn't want to have the players waiting for like more, like 3 to 6 months, waiting for us to include something that can come like in a future season. Like Raven Idol is definitely going to like reflect most of the gameplay of Raven Quest, but a lot of stuff will come with time.
Yeah, like Louise kind of mentioned, it's a seasonal based game, and yeah, we have like lots of ideas and things to add and ways to kind of spice it up each season. But if it's okay, I want to tell kind of a funny story about the season 1 prize pool.
Of course.
We originally set the prize pool. It was going to be 10K seeded in quest rewards by our studio, and then up to 70K in quest rewards, based on like obviously player purchases, and then that growing the prize pool. And then in our announcement on X, we made a social post. Bunny, myself, Louise, and I think I kind of misjumbled the words a little bit, and it said 70K seeded, and then we tweeted it, and then our CEO is like way too good of a guy, and he was just basically like, well, it is what it is. We've seeded 70K, so that's what's happening. And that was supposed to be basically a beta. Like, it was originally going to be season 0. And then now we're like, okay, we have 70K seeded, and it's growing. So there's already so many players like registering for the game. So yeah, that's kind of how the prize pool got so big, and then they turned into season 1. But originally it was just going to be a season 0, more of like a test. But yeah, it just goes to show like the game's still like very, very young. We have so many ideas and like things to add, new features, new ways to spice it up for future seasons. So yeah, lots to come. But that's kind of a funny story about the prize pool.
Well, it's always a good sign when you're going to have a small prize pool and you end up having a big one, and then the players actually show up, so it's not so much a big deal, right? I guess it would have been a different story if it had been a big prize pool and people weren't showing up.
Yeah, no, it's been great, and it just keeps growing, which is awesome. It's over I think 105,000 registered players as of today, or 107 somewhere in there when I looked last. But yeah, it's been great. We've done some
it actually says on
marketing.
the bottom left of his screen right there, but I have a name tag covering it.
Bars in nowhere. Yeah. But yeah, we've taken some like traditional marketing approaches as well, which has been fun for Web3. It's like kind of rare seeing like kind of like onboarding new users to the space, and that's what we did with Raven Quest as well. A lot of like traditional marketing channels, Twitch streamers as like normal traditional games are growing. Like that's what brought in a lot of our users. For Raven Idol, running like ads on Meta, Facebook, and Instagram, just targeting like general idol gamers, players of like Melver Idol and other idol games. And it's been good to like see players coming in through those channels as well, rather than like just like the same kind of um, pool of people on like crypto Twitter and in the same like gaming communities and stuff. Like we have such a good relationship with like people like you who treat us very well and bring us in here, and but it's always nice to be able to have a game that can attract like users from outside the space as well.
Now I've hit level 5 and I've unlocked, I guess, land as well.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
So again, anybody that's familiar with Raven Quest will be familiar kind of with this portion of the game. I love how you guys are essentially using all the mechanics from your full-fledged game and having it here. So if people are, really enjoying the idle one, they could always jump into Raven Quest itself, and all of these mechanics would be fairly familiar.
Exactly, and that's kind of like the idea is like Raven Quest when season 1 wraps up gets a big update, so we kind of can funnel people over there. Raven Idol will remain playable, so people can keep just like kind of playing. There won't be like a prize pool season running, but you can keep playing, keep practicing, testing new strategies. But then in that time, Raven Quest will have a big update where players can go play that, and then season 2 of Raven Idol will come, and we can kind of funnel people back. And then the third title, Dragon's Den, will be launching, and we kind of want to keep building like that the ecosystem of games. Like the Quest ecosystem was always the goal intended. Raven Quest being sort of like that flagship game, but we want to have a lot more around the Quest token, the Quest NFTs, and just like a bunch of different ways for people to play games. So they don't need to be an MMORPG player. They don't need to be an idle player. We'll have games for kind of different niches within the gaming group here.
Yeah, very, very, very exciting. I'm just trying to go through all of the various things here that we have.
A little bandit tutorial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's so much in there. It's crazy. Funny, what are your favorite features planned so far? Your favorite things about the game? Things that maybe people could be trying? Any new players?
I'm a big fan of the dungeons, actually.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Exactly.
Yeah, and dungeons really, I mean, you get a lot of silver, so if you're low on silver, I think they unlock at level 20? Yeah, dungeons at 20 and trade packs at 25, so that's a good way to get silver. By default, you only have 1 run per day, and you can only claim rewards in one 24-hour period. But you can also buy boosters to unlock more chances, and your character will just go through the floors and fight until they can't make it any further, and then you get a lot of rewards.
Mm-hmm. And then, as Louise mentioned, like all of those purchases, like those player purchases, it's like 100% of net revenue. Like obviously, any like chargebacks we can't put in the prize pool, but any like revenue spent by the players that's staying in the game, it's going right to the prize pool. So it's not coming to us. It grows the pool. It goes back to the players. And yeah, it's on all purchases, battle passes, or anything in the monk shop.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a chat here, and Bunny, you're chatting with Trick, and he's got a trophy. What are these trophies we're talking about?
Bunny?
Yeah, Bunny?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so you collect trophies that actually give you stat boosts. So as you're hunting, different creatures can drop trophies. Some of them... So this one that was just shared, the Shark Trophy, gives you a permanent bonus to might of 2% and dexterity of 1%. So you can gather trophies from various creatures and just get all these different attribute boosts that will help you in the game.
And that's just all based on luck there.
Yes.
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
totally.
Actually, that is something like I was just mentioning in the chat as well. Like I am one person that crazy for hunting trophies. My tactic is literally like I have all of my skills on area damage and I go like on easier monsters, and I go like killing 3 at once just to keep farming trophies. Like I really want to have like all trophies before the season ends. Like,
So
I
you
already have like
deliberately.
7.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh,
Really?
I have
Yeah.
0.
Like I don't craft, I don't gather. I'm hunting for trophies, baby. Like all the time.
All the time. You've got it running right now. You're going for another trophy, aren't you?
Oh,
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Excellent. Well, again, I think I'm kind of stuck here. I've gotta let this continue to gather stuff. So I'm gonna be pulling that down. I love the fact I can just leave it running in the background and I'll pop back in after and see what's up.
And don't worry, guys. If you had to disconnect, you, like shut down your computer or you're playing on your phone, if you start it like in an idle activity, it will keep running. So you don't have to like keep on playing all the time, this kind of stuff. You can just leave it there.
Yeah, set it kind of and forget it thing. It's not like the app has to be open.
Yes, exactly. So just enjoy it, and even if you are like stuff, just let it go.
Excellent. Well, I think that covers all the main stuff. Do you guys just want to kind of talk a little bit more about? We talked a little bit about the Web3 aspects, but do you want to talk about the Quest token itself and how that integrates with everything? Because that's really what ties everything together, right? With your lands and the whole ecosystem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. Yeah, like the Quest token, like originally launched, TGE was like just less than a month after the Raven Quest launch, and yeah, like that was kind of at the time where people were like, oh, like I don't know if every Web3 game needs a token, but like every Web3 game kind of like kept having a token, and like it was always our vision. Like we definitely wanted a token, but like we saw it as more of like a traditional investment rather than like the way a lot of like Web3 gaming tokens are, where it's like huge pump, huge dump, get in early, get out quick. We see it as like a long-term play. Like we want to build like a real ecosystem of games. I think we've proven like the quality of games that we can build. Raven Quest like definitely speaks for itself. It's a massive content-rich game. And then Raven Idol obviously came next, and that ecosystem will keep building around it. And like we want to like show the value of the ecosystem itself. We don't want to FOMO people into like buying the token, but it's like if people believe in us, we can like prove a product. We keep putting out good games, things that people actually enjoy playing. Quest token will be integrated into all of them, and that's the goal. WeMix is doing like a really good job at that right now, to be honest with you. Alluvium originally kind of had like that goal intended as well, build out that ecosystem of games, and that's just something we always wanted to do. We're very excited about continuing to build, but yeah, more games will come. The Quest token will be integrated into all. That is kind of our staple, and then like the lands are definitely the main NFT. But yeah, that's kind of where the token came from. I don't know, Louise and Bunny, if you guys have anything else to mention on that as well.
I mean, just talking about lands, did we already hit on the fact that we just did that massive land buyback too?
No,
That is a good point.
Yeah, we just did a $20,000 land buyback just to, increase the scarcity of everything, and we're going to be continuing to do that.
Now, when you say buyback, you bought back the lands. Are those going to be burned? Are they going to be like? Are you planning on giving them away as rewards for like leaderboards or stuff? What's the idea with the buyback? Because we've been doing our own YGG token buyback here, but we haven't really released what we're doing with those buyback tokens, right? Everybody has different ideas on what you should do after you buy back lands or tokens.
Yeah, so some of them will be burned and some of them will be redistributed, but they'll be soul-bound assets, so it's not going to be anything that they can, withdraw and then trade.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but like the total land collection, it's only 4,000 lands, so it's already like pretty scarce. Originally it was going to be 10k. Yeah, they're like non-instance lands in the game. So you run around Raven Quest, and everybody has a community land. But then when you're running around the open world and you see like a big house set up with a bunch of trees out in front, they have a bunch of cool cosmetics in the house and stuff like that. Like that's someone's actual house. That's their property. That's their NFT. So like again, it's one of those like it's a really interesting NFT. Like it has a ton of utility in Raven Quest, and again, it'll have future utility in like season 2 of Raven Idol and future titles. But yeah, like it is that staple. But again, it's already quite scarce. There's not many of them. There's a few different sizes from small, medium, large, fort strongholds. But yeah, it's definitely sort of that staple there.
Yeah, and we think it is like really like a next step on the journey for us here, because we are expanding the IP. We are just came with Raven Idol, like I mentioned, the third title is almost around the corner, but we also like we think the game for us is in the long run, right? Because like Raven Quest, like not like saying bad stuff about like other companies, but just as a general example, we launch on March, and we are like already in October, and we here just launch more stuff and more stuff. We have leaderboards giving like prize to the community. We just did like a very big like buyback, and all the token inside the game is burned. We don't have distribution on like the stuff, it's kind of stuff. All the token inside the game does not come for us, so we can do other stuff. It's just burning the token in game. So what we have in mind is really the long run here, because we've been developing Raven Quest like together. Like it's a 4K game from Raven now, but we have been developing for more like than 7 years already. So we are not thinking like this year. We are thinking like on staying here like years and years, and everything that we've been doing kind of reflects that. Of course, there is like ups and downs, there is learning curves, and we want to have the consistency to bring that to the long run, like for players, for us, and we think that is actually what will make us sustain like from like crashes like we just had, and we have a good game. Everyone that plays Raven Quest know that is a solid game. It's a MMORPG. PG. We have like deep stuff, deep lore, and it's a growing ecosystem. We just launched like expansion on 15th of August, the Treasures Below. That came with Arena, it came with Expeditions, 2 whole new systems that we're developing within the first year of launch, with 2 new archetypes, 2 new professions, and just a couple of months later, we are launching Raven Idol, mobile web browser versions that's coming like Dragon's Den soon. And then we really think that is what we want to bring to the table, is a sustainable, long-run game that is fun to play, because in the end, we want to play something that is fun. Like you mentioned, like everyone here, we are playing our own game, so we want to bring that and the fun to the player.
Yeah, it really sounds like a labor of love, and again, hats off to you guys for continuing to not only develop Raven Quest, but also have the ambition to create, other games and stuff to keep things fresh. Again, it's very, I don't think people appreciate how hard that is to do, especially within a short time frame, and in a growing space like Web3, right? There's this whole other layer of mechanics and economy that goes into a game that is so hard to get right, and if you do it wrong, it breaks your game, right? So hats off to you guys in regards to that.
And just one more thing, the year is not over for us. We mentioned the third title, but there is also like a very good update coming from Raven Quest that I cannot spoil, but it will be coming with very good systems. So definitely keep an eye on it.
Yeah, so people that are getting into Raven Idol, maybe if they want to take the plunge, hop over to Raven Quest and dive into that, because there'll be a lot of new things coming, right? Is there any other big events that you guys are doing? Do you guys do like a Halloween event or something in game?
Yes, there will be a Halloween event, but I cannot spoil it. Like, sadly, I cannot spoil.
Okay.
Because that is one part of the big
Yeah, if you want alpha, go into our Discord, because our CEO kind of randomly drops things that you won't find out anywhere else.
Yes, that is true. Like,
he's allowed to leak it. Nobody can fire him.
Yeah. Even yesterday, like he literally posted on X like a huge spoil,
Yeah.
It was not it was a big one. We were trying, like,
Luis.
it was even fun, like, we were literally discussing, like, how we want to present this to the community, to just, like, tease them, and Nightingale goes, like, all already showed to the community.
Yeah, he's the Niter TG on X. He's the man. He's the brain behind it. He's the one who put the studio together. He's an absolute legend. So definitely check him out. He had a really good tweet yesterday and kind of just like very transparent of like, hey, we're not like Web3 game studio at the core. We're definitely learning a lot as well. We're not perfect, but like we're gonna keep building. We're gonna keep building great games. That's what we know how to do. Our developers are phenomenal. So yeah, like we're not done here. We're gonna be going for a long time. We believe in the space and we believe in what's coming. So excited to keep building. And yeah, he's definitely the guy.
Excellent. Yeah, it seems like you guys are definitely have a team that's very passionate and well put together, right? I haven't heard anything bad about you guys or anything like that. And I remember when Raven Quest first came out and we were testing it, the game did have a few bugs, but your team was like, I don't know, if in a couple hours or so, fixing stuff like on the fly.
Yeah, it's literally getting like patched daily. Raven Quest was literally patched every single day. There was like some quick fix with weekly updates, like a major update every single week, but like patches daily. People work around the clock. It's nuts. Like yeah, we have a lot of staff out in Brazil. That's where we went down and hosted our live event. We hosted a big like kind of creator esports style tournament down there, live launch event. It was a ton of fun. But yeah, lots of our staff are down there, and they're like a lot of the hardest working people I've ever met. It's crazy. So yeah, the team's crazy. We're very excited to kind of keep doing what we're doing here.
Well, before we wrap up the stream, should we give away some battle pass codes?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I think so. Louise, you gave me 3, and Welsh, you gave me 3 as well. So should we just raffle all 6 off?
Let's do it.
Okay, guys, I'm going to close up the form now. And let's see how many people we've got here. It's saying 31, and I've looked through, and all of them have submitted proof that they have a Raven Idol or Raven Quest account, which is good.
Let's go.
So we're gonna get people that are actually playing the game, which is the whole point. We didn't want anybody that wasn't gonna actually use the code, which would be silly.
Just one last thing, guys. Just to comment on. We are running for the Games GG nomination, both Raven Quest and Raven Idol. So if you guys can just jump there, vote for us, and our Discord, you can submit proof, and you get like some raffles. And when you start voting, we also give some rewards. So
Excellent. Yeah, no, very excited to hear that because I think Games GG is gonna be at YGG Play Summit again. I think that's when they usually pull their stuff. Are you guys gonna be there by chance? Is your CO gonna be flying out? Anybody?
We don't know yet. We wanted to go last year, but a CEO ended up flying. Myself and Drew BTG. I don't know if you guys remember him as well, but they flew us out to Singapore for Token. So it was kind of like right in line with that. So we didn't end up going. But this year we didn't go to Token. So like maybe we try to mix in. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely let our team know. We'll be able to get you some passes or stuff if you guys are popping in. It's always a blast. I unfortunately won't be out there this year either, but it's always a crazy time there. Lots of after parties, lots of events. I'm sure you guys know Filipinos love to drink, so
yeah, it'll be good fun.
Yeah. But yeah, let's spin this wheel. We've got 31 names, and lucky you guys, I did not throw my name in there. It wouldn't be fair. So let's spin the wheel, guys. You've got good odds. 6 names, 31 people. That's what, like a 1 in 5. Only Conan. Conan is a friend of ours, and he has won once again. Lucky Conan. I gotta remove it. Who else do we have here? Budops, unfortunately. And Jambo. You better be grinding even harder if you get a battle pass.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Swooshy. All very familiar names.
Love it.
Kotaro, there you go. Denshao? Okay, he was flexing there. That was our wizard flexing level 30. So I'm happy he's getting a battle pass. Okay, last one. Who's it gonna be? Oh, Mavesy. Lucky. Almost. Yeah, it was right on the edge there. There's 6. So I'm gonna take these names. I'm gonna drop them in my sheet, guys. If you saw your name there, reach out to me and I will send you a code for the battle pass.
Guys, if you get like a battle pass, you will automatically participating in the leaderboard, but your position determines like how much of the rewards you're gonna get. So climb higher, complete those achievements, get more points, then you get like even better rewards.
Excellent. Yeah, thanks so much, guys, for giving those away. And like I said, a lot of those names there, I think, are people that are already grinding really hard. So fantastic to know that they're going to be getting the battle pass, which means they're going to be able to participate to the maximum there.
Yeah, and hey, quick shout out to you. Yeah, like all the people here, the YGG community, like yeah, you guys have crushed it. I think everyone here, you're in the right community. It's a great group. So again, thank you so much for having us once again for our second title launch. And yeah, congrats to you guys on all the success and building such a lasting community in the Web3 gaming space, which is not easy to stick around. So very good. Congrats to you guys and good work on what you're doing, and everyone here. Yeah, like I said, you're in the right spot.
100%. Conan is dropping in chat that he already has a battle pass. He's already gone and bought one. So what do we do, chat? Do we re-roll, or do we give him the code and he can give it to one of his friends?
Yeah, he can give the code to a friend. Totally up to him. He can choose what to do with it. He could re-raffle it. He can give it to a buddy.
Conan, let us know before we wrap up stream. What do you want to do? Do you want us to give you the code and you give it away, or do you want to raffle it to somebody else that filled out the forum? If you won, don't make a ticket. Just add me as a friend. Conan will give a code to his friend. Sorry guys, no reroll. I guess you'll have to befriend Conan. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Bunny Welsh and Louise, for joining. I know it was a very short notice, but we managed to make it work one way or another. So I think that went really well. It seems like we've already got a bunch of people playing, and hopefully we'll be able to do some sort of quest with you guys as well on our new platform. I'd love to see some Raven quests, no pun intended, on the platform there.
Yeah, no, that's a plan, and yeah, we're stoked for that. We were part of the last thing with Raven Quest and had all those quests set up, and yeah, we'll definitely love to be a part of this one as well. So looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, guys. We will wrap up with your game trailer, and hopefully we'll catch you in game. So when you guys drop your next installment there, what was it? Dragon's Keep. Reach out again. Dragon's Den. There you go.
We'll be back.
Exactly. Hit us up in TG there, and we'll set up another one of these streams for you guys to share us all the juicy details of that.
Thank you, guys. Have an amazing week. Thank you very much for
awesome. Thanks, guys. Cheers. See you around.
GG.
See ya.